Hello guys, and welcome to a tutorial on card stacking, or more detailed on riffle stacking. So I decided to do this tutorial for three reasons. The first one is that when I wanted to learn some gambling or cheaters move, such as the rifle stack, I couldn't really find them on YouTube, and the only one that I could really find did have to pay for it. And I don't really think that you should pay for a move as rifle stacking, because there really is no secret, and if you want to learn it you have to put a lot of effort into it, which is also, by the way, the second reason. So if you want to learn the rifle stack, you are going to have to put a lot of practice in. So I won't be just revealing the secret and then you'll know it and you'll be able to abuse it. But if you will want to use it, you'll have to practice very hard. And the third reason is that there is not a tutorial for it on YouTube. So in this channel, if I will be doing tutorials, I'll try to do them on things that are not already explained on YouTube or explained badly. So that's really it. And let's go now into the over-the-shoulder view and let's learn it. So see you there. So here we are in the over-the-shoulder view, and now let's go through, first of all, what is the rifle stack. So rifle stacking is basically a technique with which you can shuffle the cards in such a manner that after the deal you get a few cards that you want. So let's say the two black aces, just like that. So actually you are placing any amount of cards in between the aces and on top of the aces, so that after the deal, you get the cards. So first of all, how to start practicing the rifle stack. So we're gonna be going over both of the hands, because they are really doing different jobs and you have to learn both of them very well. So first of all, what you need to do, of course, is know how to do the standard riffle shuffle, and once you know that, we can move on. And I won't be doing a tutorial on that because there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube already done on that. So that's it. And now let's go on the right hand mechanic. Okay, so now for demonstration and tutorial purposes, let's say that we are playing in a four-handed poker game, and we want to with rifle stacking get ourselves two black aces. Now we need the two black aces to be on top of the pack, and how to get them there is a completely different manner. You can get them, that I will maybe go over next time, but you need the two cards that you want to rifle stack in between, on top of the pack. So then what you do is you go and separate the cards as for a normal rifle shuffle, just like that, and you end up with two piles, right hand and left hand. And on the left hand is actually the top packet, which has the two aces on, but we'll just put that aside for now and we'll be focusing on the right hand. So basically what you are doing with the right hand, or with the hand that doesn't have the aces on top, you actually riffle the cards in such a way that you have on top a break under so many cards that you need to put in between and on top of the aces. So as we are playing a four-handed game, that means that it's us and three more opponents, which means that we need three cards. So that you just have to riffle down the edge until you have three cards still on your thumb, and then stop. So that is basically the basic procedure that you will have to practice for now, and I recommend doing it for three cards because it's not too little and not too hard to learn, and will give you a very good idea on how to learn the move properly for harder stacks. So you hold the deck in the normal grip. Once again, you riffle the cards down and once you see and feel that you have only 3 cards in your hand, oops, I actually had 4 here, you just have to stop. So it looks like that, it's speed, and you have 3 cards right here. So that is basically the procedure, and as I said, it's not a lot of mystery moves. It's just hard work, and you just have to practice, and that will make perfect. So riffle down the edge. When you see that you have 3 cards, you just stop and wait, and that's when the left hand comes in. So now we'll be going over the left hand mechanic. So for the left hand mechanic, it's a lot easier. So once you go and separate the pack, you have to know from now to separate, of course, the 3 cards to remain on top. But we'll be focusing on the left hand now. For the right hand, it is actually slightly easier. So what you have to do is you just riffle down the cards and shuffle them, and once you get to the point where you have 3 cards in your right hand ready, you just have to drop all the cards except the top one. And that is really easy. You will just have to try it a few times and you'll be able to do it just fine. So usually it looks something like that, because you have a lot of cards. Because this pack, you have to be riffling down slightly slowly than the right packet, and that makes the move easier. So you just go, you riffle down, and once you have here 3 cards, you just drop everything except the top card. And you will see in a lot of rifle stacking videos that this move is done, just down and up. And what happens here is that's the way I do it also, is you just go here, and doesn't matter how many cards you have, you just drop them all and just lift the top card up. But you have to do that very fast and convincingly, and it doesn't look fishy at all. So that is basically it for the left hand. It's quite easy, and that is just for the first shuffle. And for the second shuffle, you don't even need to do much with the left hand. So now let's go with both hands together. Okay, so we are still in a 3-handed poker game, which means that we are putting 3 cards in between and on top of the aces. And now we know what the right hand is doing, so keeping back 3 cards, and what the left hand is doing, so just keeping up 1 card. So now we'll be going through how to do the actual move. So how to do it: you split the pack in half, and then simultaneously you do the job of the right hand and the left hand. So it looks something like that. You start the normal shuffle until you have only 3 cards in your right hand. So I have only 3 cards now in my left hand, and then the left hand performed its move. So it just drops all the cards except the top one, and you just let these 3 cards fall, and then the top card on top, and square up. So now what we basically did, we have an ace, 3 indifferent cards, and another ace. And that is the first part of the rifle stack. So what I will be learning you is how to rifle stack 2 cards in 2 shuffles. So that was shuffle number 1. And the second shuffle is even easier. So again, you just break off, you riffle until you have 3 cards, and once you have 3 cards, now it's even easier. You just let all the cards drop with the left hand packet, and just put these 3 cards on top and square up. And that is basically it, Now you just deal 1, 2, 3 cards to the opponent, and the ace goes to you. And again, 1, 2, 3, and the ace goes to you. So that is basically how rifle stacking works. It is, again, a lot of practice. You will have to practice a lot, but let's just go through it once again. So for the first shuffle, you split the deck, you riffle until you have 3 cards, you drop all the cards except the top one, and you square up. For the second shuffle, you again split the deck, hold until you have 3, you let all the cards drop of your left hand and put these 3 cards on top. And that places 1, 2, 3 cards on top of the first ace and 1, 2, 3 cards on top of the second ace. And once you'll be able to do 3, you can go on to 4 and 5, but that I will be going over in the future of this tutorial. So, just for the start, if you're just starting with this move, just practice doing 3, and at first really slow, and then just build up your speed and confidence, and you'll see that in a few days you'll be able to stack basically really good, and then you'll be able to stack more cards, and so on and so on. So that is basically it for the tutorial. Now I'll be just going through something that I think is also very important, which is how to actually practice. Okay, so now you basically know everything you need to know about how to riffle stack, and now you just have to go and practice. And this is a little exercise that I didn't learn from anywhere, but it's probably not original or something like that, and an exercise really can be original, but it is how I practice did practice my riffle stacks. So here it how it goes. So I split the deck, of course, and here's what I do. First of all, I consider that I would be playing heads up poker, so I need to only place 1 card in between and 1 card on top, and that is what I do first. So I just put 1 here, an ace for me, and 1 here, an ace for me. I square up the cards, and I do now for if there will be 3 players, so I have to place 2 cards in between, and again 2 cards on top. And once I've done that, I just deal the cards to myself, I square up, and I go for a 4-handed game, so actually with 3 cards. And I go 1 shuffle, and I square up, and I go just like that, and I put 3 cards on top. So with every second shuffle I put 1 more card in between the 2 aces, which is actually increasing the difficulty of the drill. And by now I learned how to pretty good do up to 5 cards, and I am practicing now to do just more than 5, and I still do get it wrong sometimes, but it's very rare, so just like that. So that is basically it for my tutorial on the riffle stack. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please leave a comment. And if you have any problems or any questions about the move, just leave it in the comment, personal message me, and I will respond, and we'll try to work something out. So you can also leave in the comments what you would like to see next.